twice the weight, and he would still have no problem with it. So how does he manage the overhead squats?
Final heat is underway. Who winds up on the podium with Pat Vellner? We'll find out in the next couple of minutes, as Noah Olson is off to the early lead, but Moonweiler and Chandler Smith, Cole Sager also out to a good start as well.
Now, Noah Olson took a break, but a deliberate break, and I like to see that because he was moving the bar very quickly, and those little breaks just to kind of give your body a little reprieve is not a bad idea.
Gudmundsson, Olson, and Chandler Smith, the three men fighting for the final two spots on the podium. Chandler Smith, first man of those three to the barbell for his 21 overhead squats. There's Adrian Moonweiler. He is in the lead right now through 26 and counting of those 90 total scored repetitions.
Moonweiler, another one of those very powerful, very quick athletes when it comes to a barbell. This is an event that should play favor for him. That overhead squat will be tough. And then you can see Chandler. Look at his arm position. That's not the best position in terms of a secure bar. He's strong enough to hold it, but fatigue will tax that overhead position.
Chandler Smith and Noah Olson are essentially moving rep for rep right now. Olson maybe a half rep ahead of him. Adrian Moonweiler is through his first set of overhead squats and now back to the 275-pound barbell for his 15 deadlifts. Chandler Smith moving as well. Noah Olson on his set of 15. Pat Vellner, he's towards the top as well, right where he needs to be. So Bjorgvin Gudmundsson, as far as the battle for the podium is concerned right now, is in third place.
He's moving a little slow in the round of 21, but the thing I know about Gudmundsson, he has great overhead position for the squats, but he's moving a bit slower on the bar, and that might be very deliberate. I want to see how he gets through this second set of deadlifts as he moves into that 15 reps for the overhead squat.
Now, Pat Vellner was briefly in the lead, but he's taking a break. Vellner's your overall leader. He's safe in first place overall. Olson, Smith, and Gudmundsson, they're fighting for those final two spots on the podium, and Noah Olson is getting set for his set of 15 overhead squats, as is Chandler Smith. And now here comes Bjorgvin Gudmundsson.
And that's that slow, steady tracking down of these athletes. Now, he doesn't know where anybody is. This is the craziest part. None of these guys know where they're at, and they're all within a rep of each other.
Pat Vellner, first place overall. Noah Olson comes in third place overall. Gudmundsson sits in second, and it's Chandler Smith who is in fourth. So all Olson has to do to keep himself in the top three, finish ahead of Chandler Smith.
Noah looks really good at the top right part of your screen. Straight down, straight up, good tempo. Below him, Gudmundsson, he has a good overhead position, but he's moving pretty slow between reps, and holding that bar over your head by itself, even without the overhead squat, gets really tough.
Well, Colton Mertens is going to win the event. That just lets you know how fast he went. So 100 points for Colton Mertens as he bookends his weekend with event wins. Now the fight is for second place in the event. Noah Olson continues to lead here. Pat Vellner sits in second. Chandler Smith has some work to do to catch up with Olson. He's got to beat him by at least 2 spots to get onto the podium. Olson looking good as far as staying in third place is concerned. He's back to the 155-pound barbell, his final 9 overhead squats.
Now he looks good, but now look at the times in the previous heat, the 4:10, the 4:10, and the 4:15. How is that going to affect between Gudmundsson, Olson, and Chandler? We're about 3:30.
Gudmundsson is on his round of 9 overhead squats. Now here comes Chandler Smith. Olson is done. He's going to stay on the podium. 3:30. That'll take second in the event. Vellner is in. He's going to win the whole thing. Gudmundsson has just got to keep moving, and he will hold off Chandler Smith. Gudmundsson is in. Smith is in. So Bjorgvin Gudmundsson had a 20-point lead on Chandler Smith. So Chandler was going to have to beat him by a pretty sizable margin in order to leapfrog him in the overall standings. Moonweiler is in as well. So a fast and frantic event as Cole Sager now looking to close out his competition. And that'll do it for Cole Sager, and here's Jacob Hebner on his final set.
Now that's good overhead position for Hebner. That's not really a movement he ever has an issue with, but I know the deadlifts were tough for him. You know, he's talking earlier about his midline just getting pretty smoked over the last 5 events.